the wash basin, and pitchers for hot and cold running water.
Certainly filling our root cellar.
The homes of the 1800s were filled with features that would leave modern homeowners either amazed or completely baffled. From rooms dedicated to one specific chore to hidden design choices meant to outsmart Victorian-era fears, these details have vanished over time. But why did they disappear? And what can they tell us about how people lived back then? Let's look at 25 unbelievable home features from the 1800s that have faded into history.
You know, Dutch doors are very popular in the beach communities in Orange County and all throughout Orange County. The idea of being able to open the top half of your door for ventilation, still keep the bottom half closed for peace of mind and security, and so that the critters can't wander in or out, is a real popular idea.
Dutch doors offered a charming blend of functionality and style. Their distinctive split design allows the upper half to swing open for fresh air and a glimpse of the outdoors, while the lower half remains closed, keeping pets and small animals safely inside. Initially popular in rural farmhouses, these doors provided natural ventilation during warm seasons without compromising security or privacy. Their clever design facilitated practical living and imbued homes with an air of old-world craftsmanship. Today, Dutch doors evoke a sense of nostalgia and timeless appeal, reminding us of simpler days. As we leave this quaint gateway behind, prepare to discover another vintage household feature that unexpectedly redefined comfort.
This was the tub of choice. It's a clawfoot tub. There's 4 legs. It stands up proud.
Clawfoot tubs exude an air of vintage luxury and timeless elegance. In the late 19th century, these ornately designed bathtubs graced the most refined homes, symbolizing comfort and indulgence. Crafted from cast iron and finished with gleaming porcelain, each tub was a masterpiece of both form and function. Their distinctive claw-like feet elevated the tub physically and aesthetically, offering a subtle yet powerful statement of opulence. Bathing became a ritualistic experience, a moment to savor and unwind in the embrace of classical design. While modern fixtures have taken their place, these historic tubs inspire admiration. Now, as we bid farewell to this relic of refinement, prepare to glimpse a mechanism that streamlined everyday chores in bygone eras.
Adding a laundry chute when we were building our house was one of the best decisions we made. It makes life so much easier when my kids can just change, throw their laundry down the bin, and I can put it straight into the washer.
Laundry chutes revolutionized household routines by streamlining the arduous task of moving dirty laundry. These ingenious vertical passageways, often discreetly integrated into the home architecture, allowed garments from upper floors to descend swiftly into the basement or laundry room. Emerging in the late 19th and early 20th centuries, laundry chutes were a mark of modern convenience and a symbol of sophisticated living. Their presence simplified daily chores and epitomized efficiency in multi-story homes. Although no longer a common feature, the concept of laundry chutes reminds us of a time when innovation met practicality in domestic design. Parlor rooms once stood as the sophisticated epicenter of domestic life, a space reserved for elegance and refined social gatherings. In historic homes, these beautifully appointed rooms displayed an array of fine furnishings and treasured artworks, reflecting wealth and cultural taste. Hosting visitors in a parlor was a ceremonial affair, complete with genteel conversation and carefully curated decor. The parlor room's formal ambiance set the stage for memorable encounters and marked the division between public and private life. Though modern living has since blurred these boundaries, the legacy of the parlor remains etched in the fabric of our architectural heritage. Now, leaving behind this emblem of refined hospitality, prepare to step into another feature that silently altered everyday routines ingeniously.
Yourself your traditional craftsman style transom window. Beautiful way to enter a hallway, really makes a statement.
Transom windows, perched gracefully above doors, served decorative and practical purposes in historic architecture. These slender windows ushered in streams of natural light and allowed refreshing breezes to circulate long before the era of modern air conditioning. Functioning as silent sentinels, transoms enhance security while lending an air of sophistication to every entryway. Their presence elevated the aesthetics of facades, marrying form with function in a delicate balance. Homeowners prize these windows not only for their beauty, but also for their clever design that maximize light and ventilation. As the architectural narrative evolved, transom windows became emblematic of a bygone era of thoughtful design.
And also how easy it is to attach. This one is simply screwed straight into the wall, but when now hang it in the hallway, of course need to drill a hole into the wall, insert the wall.
Remember the old days when every room featured a peg rail? These ingenious wooden rails were once a sight in American homes, brought over by the Shakers from England just before the Revolution. Embracing simplicity and order, the Shakers used these rails to hang everything from kitchen utensils to ladder-back chairs, ensuring every item had its place. Picture a cozy kitchen where pots, pans, and tools hang neatly along a wall, a testament to practical design and thoughtful organization. Even the entryways were transformed as peg rails kept everyday essentials within reach while adding a touch of rustic charm. Although modern storage solutions have largely replaced peg rails, they remain a delightful reminder of when clever design met everyday function. In homes like a Connecticut gem, this vintage feature still sparks conversation and admiration for its elegant simplicity. It continues to inspire modern ideas of organized living.
Especially when you look at the servants' quarters in comparison to some other historic homes. These are really, really nice for servants' quarters. They each had their own spaces, their own closets.
Servants' quarters were the unassuming heart of grand estates, tucked away in basements, attics, or separate wings. These humble abodes housed the dedicated staff whose unseen labor sustained the lavish lifestyles of their employers. Within these compact quarters, daily routines unfolded amid modest comforts and strict hierarchies. Though these spaces were far removed from the opulent salons of their masters, they played a vital role in the orchestration of domestic life. Today, exploring servants' quarters offers a poignant glimpse into a bygone era marked by rigid class distinctions and unsung personal stories. As we bid farewell to these silent witnesses of history, prepare to journey into another everyday necessity that evolved into an indispensable domestic ritual. Anticipate a forthcoming exploration of a quaint, practical marvel that transformed daily living profoundly.
Over here we have a pitcher and a basin. They are not a matching set, but they both come from our convent in Williamsburg, Most Holy Trinity Parish, Holy Cross.
Before the age of indoor plumbing, wash basins and pitchers were indispensable fixtures in every household. These essential implements facilitated daily hygiene rituals atop wooden washstands, from freshening up in the morning to preparing for a restful night's sleep. The basins, often crafted from ceramic or stone, served as the foundation for a modest yet effective cleaning routine, while pitchers provided a means to pour water carefully. Their design, though simple, embodied the practical ingenuity of their era, where every tool played a crucial role in maintaining health and comfort. The next breakthrough is a marvel of early electrical ingenuity that reshaped household energy beyond measure.
The reason this is called knob and tube wiring is because of the types of components that are used to assemble it.
Knob and tube wiring represents an early chapter in the evolution of household electricity. This pioneering system, developed in the late 1800s, utilized insulated copper conductors supported by porcelain knobs and protective tubes. It was a marvel of its time, providing a reliable yet rudimentary means to power domestic life before the advent of modern wiring techniques. While its design was innovative, knob and tube wiring eventually gave way to safer and more efficient systems, marking a turning point in electrical safety standards. Today, remnants of this system evoke memories of a bygone era when households embraced emerging technology with cautious optimism. Next, we take a visit to a hidden culinary retreat.
Put in here to help showcase their dried goods. It's beautiful. I couldn't imagine a better pantry. We are absolutely in love with this space.
Butler's pantries once served as the crucial intermediary between bustling kitchens and formal dining rooms. These compact yet efficient spaces were meticulously organized to store fine china, polished silverware, and treasured heirlooms. Beyond mere storage, the butler's pantry was a hub of culinary preparation and discreet service, where skilled staff orchestrated seamless meal presentations. Designed with functionality, every shelf and cabinet played a role in the elaborate choreography of historic dining. Today, while modern kitchens have largely supplanted these specialized rooms, their legacy is a testament to refined domestic traditions. Dumbwaiters, the small freight elevators of yesteryear, once served as essential conduits in multi-story homes. Before the advent of electric motors, these compact devices efficiently transported laundry, food, and other everyday goods between floors, saving time and effort for busy households. Crafted with simple mechanics yet remarkable ingenuity, dumbwaiters seamlessly integrated into grand residences and modest dwellings. They not only epitomized practicality, but also added a touch of charm to home architecture. With their unobtrusive presence, these miniature lifts allowed families to enjoy smoother daily routines and reduce labor.
Back, and then you hook it onto the chain wherever you want to put it. There you go.
Picture rails and slender moldings affixed near the ceiling once revolutionized home decor by providing a clever alternative to nails and hooks. These graceful strips allowed homeowners to hang artwork without marring plaster walls, preserving beauty and structure. Popular in the 19th and early 20th century homes, picture rails combined practicality with elegance, enabling the easy rearrangement of cherished portraits and landscapes. Their subtle presence added a refined touch to living spaces, enhancing a room's visual harmony. As a silent facilitator of artistic expression, the picture rail stands as a testament to the creative interior design of the past. Now, prepare to glimpse a window with quirky geometry.
Windows, tilted at a distinct 45-degree angle, have earned a reputation as unique and intriguing architectural features.
Witch or Vermont introduced a striking twist to traditional architecture. Set diagonally in the gable-end walls of 19th century farmhouses, these windows defined convention by maximizing light and air in narrow spaces. Their unusual placement accentuated the structure's character and served a practical purpose, ensuring ample ventilation during brisk New England winters. With an air of mystique, witch windows became a distinctive hallmark of Vermont's rural design, blending function with an offbeat aesthetic. They remain a curious reminder of how innovation can thrive under spatial constraints. Now, prepare to discover innovative blade bank slots, a hidden solution for safely discarding sharp remnants.
And you may be wondering what this hole is for. Well, you see, in the older days, there was no easy way to dispose of razor blades. In this case, I have an old razor blade. It's pretty rusted. Did that. And then it goes where? Well, in the wall, down all the way to the floor.
Blade bank slots were an ingenious yet discreet solution to an everyday hazard. Found ingeniously embedded in bathroom walls or behind medicine cabinets, these narrow slots provided a safe repository for discarded razor blades. During times when personal grooming often left behind sharp remnants, blade bank slots ensured that these dangerous objects were contained and out of sight, protecting both children and unsuspecting adults. Their subtle presence in household design reflects careful attention to safety, which many modern installations continue to emulate. Next, briefly discover porches, where fresh air meets the promise of cool nighttime repose.
This is a sleeping porch. The windows could be all opened up. They said the family slept here year-round. With the door open, lots of cold, fresh air.
Sleeping porches provided a refreshing escape from the heat before air conditioning became commonplace. These sheltered outdoor spaces, often furnished with comfortable bedding and light draperies, offered families a cool retreat during sultry summer nights. Residents embraced the gentle caress of the evening breeze, finding solace in the open air while remaining sheltered from inclement weather. This tradition of outdoor slumber created a unique blend of comfort and nature, allowing for restful nights under a starlit sky. As architecture evolved, sleeping porches gradually faded from regular use, yet they remain cherished as symbols of a bygone era of simplicity and connection with nature. Boot scrapers, sturdy metal devices mounted at doorways, were indispensable for maintaining cleanliness in centuries past. Positioned at entrances, these utilitarian fixtures allowed residents to brush off mud and debris from footwear before stepping into a home. Especially prevalent in urban areas with dirt roads during the 18th and 19th centuries, boot scrapers help preserve indoor floors from the wear of outdoor elements. Their rugged design embodied practicality and a straightforward approach to hygiene, making them a common sight in busy households. Even as modern cleaning methods evolved, the boot scraper's legacy symbolized early efforts to maintain domestic order. Phone nooks emerged as dedicated spaces built into walls to house the early landline telephones. These specialized recesses provide a central communication location, ensuring incoming calls could be heard throughout the home while maintaining an organized environment. Carefully designed to blend with existing decor, phone nooks offered functionality and aesthetic appeal when telephones first became household staples. Their integration into the architectural framework was highlighted when even emerging technology was given its designated space. California coolers, known as cooler cabinets, were ingenious pre-refrigeration storage solutions designed to keep perishables fresh. Often located in well-ventilated home areas, these cabinets capitalize on ambient cool air to preserve fruits, vegetables, and dairy. Their design featured porous construction that allowed outside air to circulate, effectively slowing spoilage in an era before electric refrigeration became widespread. Predominantly found in western U.S. residences during the late 19th and early 20th century, California coolers represent a blend of practicality and regional adaptation. As homes modernized, these natural cooling systems gradually changed contemporary methods.
Coal cellars or coal rooms were very common in the 19th century, as many homes from that time period needed to have a dedicated space for one. Until the 1950s, fireplaces were necessary to keep an interior space comfortable during the colder months.
Coal cellars were vital storage spaces that fueled heating homes before modern energy solutions emerged. These dedicated rooms or cellars kept coal dry and readily accessible during cold seasons, ensuring that families had a reliable source of warmth. Often located underground or in secluded sections of a house, coal cellars were designed with practicality and safety in mind. The cool, insulated environment preserved the coal's integrity, allowing residents to maintain steady, comfortable heat even in harsh winter conditions. Over time, with the rise of central heating and alternative fuels, coal cellars faded into obsolescence, yet they remain poignant relics of a bygone era. Now, we step into a hidden chamber where preservation met tradition with quiet reverence.
Food is beautiful in a plethora of ways, and having it displayed like this is so exciting for me. I've always wanted a root cellar or a walk-in pantry, not only to display things, but also to keep them fresh throughout.
Root cellars served as underground pantries where families stored fruits, vegetables, and other perishables in a naturally cool environment. Carved into earth or built with thick stone walls, these cellars maintained a consistent temperature, extending the shelf life of seasonal produce long before modern refrigeration. Root cellars were more than mere storage spaces. They were central to a household's ability to thrive during winter. By harnessing the earth's natural insulation, these cool retreats kept food fresh and safeguarded against spoilage, representing an ingenious blend of practicality and tradition. Although today's refrigerators have replaced them, root cellars remain cherished as symbols of resourcefulness and heritage. Have you ever heard of butler bell boards? They were once a common sight in large homes. This system comprised a row of bells hanging on wall hooks, each labeled with the name of a room. Staff members would ring the bell when help was needed. In some cases, the bells were attached to a pulley system hidden in the wall so that the sound traveled through the house. Other times, each staff member had a special bell with a unique tone to let them know they were being called. These clever devices were usually found in the butler's pantry. Today, that room is often called a server's or working pantry. It now stores kitchen appliances and supplies for preparing meals and parties. The bell system reminds us of when service was personal and prompt.
This carriage house has serious history. It was originally a part of the neighboring Roslyn mansion, but it was subdivided a couple years ago, and now it's on its own parcel of over 1 acre.
Carriage houses were a familiar sight in the days before cars took over the roads. In the Victorian and early 1900s, many families used horse-drawn carriages for short trips and outings. These elegant vehicles needed a safe resting place, so people built small houses next to their main homes. Carriage houses are much like garages today, but were often larger and more decorative. They usually featured large arched doorways that spanned the entire front of the building. In the city, a carriage house might only have enough room for 1 or 2 buggies. This extra building was a sign of wealth and careful planning. It was a practical solution that kept the carriages safe and out of the weather and added charm to the property. They remain a charming reminder of past elegance. Pocket doors are a neat space-saving trick used in many old homes. They first appeared in places like Thomas Jefferson's Monticello in the late 1700s. These doors slide neatly into a hidden compartment in the wall, so they don't take up space when they're open. They were popular in Victorian homes during the 19th century because they helped save room and gave people more privacy. Visitors at Monticello can still see the double pocket doors that separate the dining room from the tea room. The clever design allowed rooms to be used more flexibly, adding a touch of style to the home. Today, pocket doors remind us that smart design and simple ideas can make a big difference in our lives. They show how small details can transform everyday living spaces beautifully.
And here we have just a bookshelf, right? Or is it a secret door?
Secret rooms and passages were thrilling features in 1800s homes, built for safety, secrecy, and sometimes just pure mystery. Wealthy homeowners used them to hide valuables, escape danger, or even stash illegal liquor during Prohibition. Some houses, especially in the northern U.S., had hidden spaces to shelter escaped enslaved people on the Underground Railroad. Architects cleverly disguised entrances with rotating bookshelves, false walls, hollow staircases, and even mirror doors. The Winchester Mystery House and Biltmore Estate are famous examples with elaborate secret pathways. While modern homes don't typically include these, wouldn't it be amazing to have a hidden room today? Maybe for a private library, a gaming den, or just to escape guests you don't like. Secret passages may be history, but their magic still captures our imagination.
Look, there she goes, that girl is so peculiar. I wonder if she's feeling well. With a dreamy, far-off look, and her nose stuck in a book. What a puzzle to the rest of us is Belle.
Library ladders once graced the majestic corridors of stately homes and grand institutions. These elegant rolling ladders, often affixed to polished brass rails, were not merely functional, but a symbol of sophistication and intellect. In the late 19th century, when home libraries were curated with floor-to-ceiling shelves brimming with treasured volumes, the ladder was the key to unlocking the wisdom housed above. Their smooth glide along the rail evoked the quiet artistry of scholarship, as each movement mirrored the pursuit of knowledge. Whether in private residences or esteemed universities, library ladders combine practicality with refined craftsmanship, inviting individuals to ascend and explore literary treasures. Today, while modern libraries favor automated systems, the nostalgia for these bygone features endures. The memory of gracefully sliding ladders serves as a reminder of a time when every book was within reach, and every ascent was a journey into the heart of learning. Truly inspirational. So, which of these fascinating historic home features sparks your imagination the most?